If you want to add an extra 50% of revenue to all your email promotions, then you better listen up, because in this video, I'm gonna dive into email retargeting. So I'm gonna lay it all out. What is email retargeting? Why should you use it? Most importantly, and most beneficial to you, how do you use it? My name is Wilco and I'm the founder of Connect.io. And like I said, in this video, we're gonna talk about email retargeting. So what the heck is email retargeting? I know, right? Normally, you would already know, like web retargeting. So normally someone would go to your website and you would have, for example, the Facebook pixel on your website. And because of that, Facebook knows who has visited your site. So you can literally run Facebook ads to people who have visited your site in the past. So let's say someone goes to your checkout page and they almost made the purchase, but then they leave. Don't worry, you can still get them back, because you can show an ad to them the next day on Facebook, and a portion of those people is gonna finish the order. But what about when you send out an email? Like, it's not possible to put a pixel in there. So how does that work? How can you reach those people again? Well, there is a way. Like I said, I'm going to dive into that in this video. But first of all, I want to talk about why it's important to use email retargeting. Because as you also know, there's this thing called the rule of 7, and it basically means that people need to interact with you or your business or your brand at least 7 times before they actually take action, before they actually make a purchase. And you could say, well, sure, they are on my email list. I'm just going to send out and keep them blasting them emails. And that's going to do a couple things. That's going to probably piss some people off, because if you're just going to send out a ton of emails, that not everyone, quite frankly, likes that, right? And secondly, it doesn't always have the same effect, because people are still like, it's only in their inbox. On average, you would probably get, I'm guessing, maybe 20-25% open rate, maybe lower, maybe a bit more, but you're definitely not getting 100%, because not everyone is interested in your emails, right? And they sort of forget about it, or they're just not checking their email, or they signed up with a different email address that they don't check as frequently. Whatever it is, you're missing out if you're not following them up with them on other channels. And the very first time I tested this out, this was like a long time ago, I was running an email promotion to promote an affiliate product. So it was not my own product. It was I believe $1,000. Yeah, it was $1,000 product, and I got a 50% commission. But because it wasn't my own product, I didn't just want to send out a lot of emails about it. But at the same time, I also know that people are not going to buy a $1,000 product just with a single email. So what I did is I started doing my very first email retargeting experiment. So whoever opened my email, they would then actually, during that same week, during that promotion, they would start to see my Facebook ad for the exact same product on their Facebook timeline. And because of that, I actually, and this was like a low budget test, I spent $7 on those ads, because I was only, had a small email list at the time, and I was only showing it to those who already opened my email. And I spent $7 on Facebook ads, and I made back 3 sales, which turned into $1,500 in commission. If it would have been my own product, it would have been $3,000. But that's the first time I sort of realized the potential of email retargeting. Now, I want to talk a little bit about another case study I did. So let me just grab a whiteboard, actually. Because to be honest, I'm actually usually a bit skeptical about things. So when I was spending $7 on the ads and I got $15 back, who was to say that if I would have, if I wouldn't have run these Facebook ads, that I wouldn't have made the same amount of revenue. So what I actually did is this. Later on in an email promotion, so this was an email I'm sending out to my email list to promote Viral, which is another of one of my businesses. I basically cut my email list in 2 halves, equal halves. So 50% here, 50% here. Completely at random, and they would both get the exact same emails during that email promotion, both going into a Viral, into the sales page of a Viral, where I was telling them like, hey, we got a special offer, you can get in if you want, do it right now. Basically, that was sort of the gist of it. Sending them various emails along during that 1 week promotion, and for only one half, if they opened my email, I also added them automatically into a Facebook custom audience. And that's just a fancy way of saying an audience that you can target on Facebook. In other words, email retargeting, which I'm going to show you in just a little bit how to set that up as well. So only 50% of them, they would actually, and if they would open up the email, they would actually start to see my Facebook ads during that same week as well. And what's interesting is that obviously I had different tracking links for both of these, otherwise I wouldn't be able to tell the exact difference. And this group got 50% more revenue than this group, and also 50% higher, a longer time on site, which also shows that they were more interested. And I'll link to the full case study as well. But this is really like, this was like the hard proof, like this works. And if you're not doing email retargeting, you are missing out. Now, how does all of this work? Because obviously, when someone opens your email, there's no way you can put a pixel in there. So there's no way that if someone is going to open it, Facebook will automatically know what's up. So there's basically two ways you can do this. Both of these involve a custom audience. So let's start with the first way of doing it. Email retargeting the manual way. So what you need to do if you want to target people who have who've opened your email, you have to do the next couple of things. So the first thing you need to do is log into your autoresponder and export a CSV file with everyone who has opened your emails. So if in that specific email, so let's say you're doing an email promotion and you're sending it out to your audience, then maybe a day later or 2 days later, you will need to export a CSV file from your autoresponder from everyone who has opened that email. So if you're not sure how to do that, it's best to ask your autoresponder, because obviously every autoresponder works differently. That's the first thing you need to do. Now, step number 2 is you may need to rework the file. What I mean with that is that maybe your autoresponder is in a different format. So you may need to open it up with Microsoft Excel or Google Spreadsheet and rework it into a format that is appropriate so that Facebook will accept it. And number 3 is you'll have to upload it. So you'll have to go inside of your Facebook ads account, and from there you would go to audiences, right in the top left hand side, ads manager, and then to audiences. This is a brand new account, so I can just show you on a clean interface. And from there you would click on create a custom audience, and then you would click on customer file, and you would say add customers from your own file or copy and paste data. So you'd click there, and right here you can upload the CSV file, or you can click on copy and copy paste all the email addresses from the people who've opened your email and add it right here. And of course you need to read the custom audience terms of service, accept it, and enter a name right here. For example, email opens, email blah blah, for example. So you would then create the custom audience, and from that point on you can actually target Facebook ads to it. Now the problem is that obviously this is all manual. This means that you'll basically have to redo these steps, redo 1, 2, 3, because let's say you're sending out an email, you don't want to wait 1 or 2 days and fool you. Like ideally you want to immediately add them into a custom audience, so that if they open up your email but they're not taking action, then 2 hours, 3 hours later, they would already see your Facebook ad. However, if you upload the list 3 hours later, obviously some people are going to open the email after that, which means that you need to go into your email autoresponder again, rework the Excel file, and then upload it to Facebook again so that it's always updated, right? I would suggest to do it at least once, like once every 2 days, or maybe even every day, but every 2 days is probably a good amount. And that's how you do it. And from that point on, you have a custom audience inside your Facebook ads account who you can that you can use to target your ads to. Now, also to show you the manual ways, what I would recommend is what's called using a tool, Connect Audience. So let me just open it up right here. What you would do is you would connect your email autoresponder. Let's say I would select my ActiveCampaign account. And I could literally say, well, everyone who is subscribed to a certain email list, or for example, someone who has opened a certain email, as I just mentioned. And I could just select an email message that I've been sending out, and I could automatically create a custom audience. I could obviously also filter that even further. For example, people who have a certain tag, for example. And this way I could dial it in even deeper. And all I need to do is like email opens and then like give the name of my audience, blah blah, and then obviously accept the Facebook audience, Facebook custom audience terms, as well as select this box right here to update this audience on a daily basis. And what this will do is it would automatically pull all the data from your email autoresponder account every single day. You don't have to rework it, you don't have to download it, and it will all do it automatically, which is pretty cool. So now you sort of know how to create a custom audience and actually be able to reach people who've opened your email and then show ads to them. But what kind of ads would you actually show? Like, what's working best? Now, to answer that question, I want to answer, like, basically we have to dial into what makes someone purchase your product. And there's various reasons for that. And one very strong motivator is obviously social proof. People, like social proof is one of the strongest ways to persuade someone to take action. So I want to show you two of my best performing retargeting ads that I would recommend for everyone doing email retargeting. So whenever you would send out an email promotion, I highly recommend to show these two ads to your audience, and you'll be guaranteed, almost guaranteed, to turn this into a profitable campaign for your business. So the first ad I want to show you is this one right here. It's super easy to create, and it's basically a testimonial, and it's basically an ad that only shows testimonials of my existing customers. So this one is for UpViral, and as you can see right here, all it does, it shows the picture of various of my customers with the results that they've been able to get. So for example, Matthew Longley says like, we collected over 100,000 new subscribers using UpViral. We've now tipped over 208,000 subscribers using UpViral. Troy, I've collected well over 15,000 leads with UpViral. I grew to over 10,000 subscribers using UpViral, etc., etc. So this is not an ad that is difficult to create, nor is it very salesy. It's not like, hey, you need to buy this. Literally it says like, hey, this is what kind of results our customers are getting, which we want for others as well. And like, it literally shows what kind of results people have been getting. So what I would recommend you to do is ask your existing customers, like, hey, like, do you like our product? Like, what do you think? What do you think of it? And then would you allow me to use your picture as well as your testimonial in one of my Facebook ads? And you could literally show this, because this one ad is literally one of the best performing ads in our Facebook ads campaign, so in our Facebook ads account. So I highly recommend it. So that's the first one you want to run during your email promotion. All the way, let's say you're running an email promotion for a week, run it the whole week. Now on the last day, let's say you have some kind of an offer that's about to expire. Maybe you have a price going up, or maybe you have a bonus going away. At some point, like, the offer is about to change and people need to take action right away. Another good strategy to make sure people are going to take action. They're going to decide whether it's something for them or not. There's no way to delay, and that is what I call using a scarcity ad. So I want to show you an example right here. I literally just went downstairs, I shot a quick video on my iPhone saying like, hey, this is the last day of this offer. I don't want to interrupt you, but like, this is the last day. If you want to grab access, do it right now today. And that's just a little reminder, because on that last day, maybe they don't open up their email inbox. Maybe they would have read it like a day later, which is obviously too late. The offer has already closed down. So whenever you are sending out your next email promotion, do this. Make sure to create a Facebook custom audience using people who've opened your emails. And you can do that manually, as I just described to you, or you can do that using Connect Audience. And then during your email promotion, you are going to show them a testimonial ad with testimonials from your existing customers as social proof. And then at the last day, you're going to show them an ad which reminds them that it's actually the last day they need to take action. And that is my A to Z campaign to make sure you add more revenue from all of your email promotions. Hope it helps, and see you all in the next video.